is.
If this was another team, I would say it's Phantom Lancer mid. But
Yeah. I mean, I guess Burning could just go mid, and Super could play like safe lane Doom or...
Not inside their lanes, but now on the bottom lane, FY, this is the first real aggressive move they've done, coming back behind the lane and Silent instantly into the spin, where they turn on the Sunray, looking for the big burn. Silent still spinning it out at the moment, so finally iceiceice gets that damage into Lil, who is very low with the Icarus dive up. VG Gaming, very successful, very tanky dive to get back behind that tower, and VP no way to really push VG back out. Meanwhile up on top, FNG, the perfect troll trap into Centaur stun. Phobos needs to help out a little bit more. The Stormbolt will buy some space for Burning, but he just cannot run away. The Wild Ball was on his tail, and there's just no movement. I didn't really feel like it was going to be possible, but then you like, it's just like you're bringing in multiple dots to dive behind those towers. Eventually you win, but FNG, like you knew he would come down. Unfortunately for him, FY is going to conceal the Centaur, but big thing is just that spin for Silent. It cannot be stopped. Again, like FNG's tried this now. Well, this is the third time they're trying to get up in FY's face. But FY, okay, well he's already used the power, so he can't get rid of the creep. Nice stuns, nice spins, and FY just doesn't have a reply. And iceiceice, well, his Icarus dive will allow him to escape, so not in any real peril.
I was wondering if they would even be able to get that kill, but just barely they got him down there. Sunray was not enough, and actually Phoenix is going to get dove here by Juggernaut using the
ultimate, so maybe it's not really helping anybody. But again, we're back into this position on bottom lane. Silent's got no mana though, so they just go straight into the Doom. Which means the line could have some level of influence, but again, you just turn on that beautiful nuke. The stun ray goes to work. Silent will die. They attempted the denial from FNG, but it wasn't possible. iceiceice giving himself a little bit more life, consuming up that fairy fire. But as he throws out his little fire spirits, it slows down Lil and God from getting those attacks off on
He's
FY.
getting double sticks on Phoenix right now.
Very deep and Super baited in a double stun. How did that reach that range? Either way, it does do so, and the biggest range is iceiceice directing the stun at Lil. No cream applied, and that's going to be 2 heroes down for either side, while Super as well as FNG can just keep battling it out. But nope, Super will disengage, but the Lina in the meantime brought down by the Beastmaster on the top.
Pretty good position here. One hero they haven't dealt with it, although it's Super. It's farming. Yep.
Well, that's one way to deal with it.
Bait him to the rune.
Yeah, that just shows you also that Nuke very aware of this. They were baiting with Silent by using the spin like that. It's going to be a very enticing attack if there are 2 players from VG Gaming on that bot lane. Just because you know he's got no way out, and well, hello, another kill up on the top lane this time.
And then ultimately Burning will most definitely get a blink, but I think SNY first is fine. Just keep your effectiveness up, just keep farming. Oh, iceiceice, yeah. That's how it goes if you stay a bit too long. They got the tower.
If you can take the tower. So VP, like, as you said, they're very aware of the stack, and they come over. Burning, actually moving in the fog of war. He didn't realize they were right next to him, and that's a very quick kill. The question is, how much of this ancient area can they take? And, well, that question is going to be pretty much answered. The answer is nothing. As Super is already chasing them out. In comes the Phoenix as well. They keep the land spam going on FNG, but there's just no real target they can instantly pop.
Healing ward is so great against Sunray. The key item when you're playing it as support. You can stay at a distance and land some key stuns. And Fenrir historically, I think,
yeah,
this time didn't get faked out.
Oh, this time was actually a lot better positioning. Also on bottom lane, the Phoenix gets caught. You've still got the Beastmaster all the way up on the top lane. So yeah, they won't get there in time even if they tried to. And the ping just came out in the last moment then from FNG.
Now, it's about 260 damage, I think, after reductions that he will help.
Speaking of which,
yeah, he's in trouble. Yeah, they go in here.
They put the observer ward down now. They can see up, and yeah, Burning, blink, stun, right on top of God. Fresh blink, easily put to work, and they already kill off the mid laner of VP.
Phobos has
himself his iceiceice as he reveals himself going down the mid lane, but they need to get that Hex off from line, or else this is not going to work. But Phobos, well, that's one way you can do it. Blink, roar, and wow, the range of the finger. Iceiceice goes down very.
They're just gonna.
It's like ever since that observer ward got de-warded early on, like the one that FNG put on top of the Roche area, there hasn't been really any other real solid. His line's getting pretty close to his blink dagger as well. So at least that would stop that initiation as Enchantress. Gonna get storm bolted. There's more support rotating over from the side. And there's the jump into Phobos, right on top of FY with us. They commit up the finger of death, killing off the Doombringer. It looks like iceiceice will join him in the grave and burning this BKB. He's isolated. Fenrir's gonna come in close, but the Omni Slash, she bounces over to Fenrir, takes him out, and VG Gaming, this is a horrendous fight for them. Super, thanks to a doppelganger blink, he will be able to survive. But VG Game
here with Super, they know there's some key abilities on cooldown here, obviously for VP. And they're being very, very cautious here with their other heroes. They'll silent take the tower, and it's enough. I think if Super doesn't have an Aegis for something that he can cast on an ally, like maybe a Lotus Orb or
well, he already put the lads for his team as well.
Fenrir. Okay.
Okay.
He was up really far with no intel.
Because you get to a point where you're like, well, it should happen this way, and then it just doesn't. Like it was the same kind of thing we felt from IG, and now Burning. Well, they trigger the Lincolns. He does get the BKB off, which protects him from the Necrobook's effect, but still, look at the life he's losing. He'll trigger the Goddess Strength. The Omnislash will go and bounce up to FY Fenrir. He's just sitting there looking at his teammates die. Lil's being brought down by Super, but it's a 2-for-1 trade-off, and Super, he's kind of stranded. Doppelganger in 1 second time. Just 1 second long enough. It is. At least it is for Virtus.pro. The gem was their pants down.
Oh,
they're moving over right now, VP, and now do they want to go in? Silent? Yeah, he was space to run instantly into the Omni Slash. They isolate the Doombringer, bring him down. Bernie's still copying a hell of a lot of that Omni Slash, and Silence chasing up after him. Bernie's now out of his BKB, but God's right behind him, and there goes your Lincoln Sphere, and there goes really your hopes for VG Gaming. You've got the Sunray coming out from iceiceice, but the Nova's already been expended. It's a full team wipe on VG Gaming. As VP, you might have lost 2, but you still got 2 big ones.
Did he spy something?
No, he had the Ultimate Orb beforehand.
I don't know. This is Megas. I think the game's over. They only buyback, they have his Phoenix, and he has nothing. And finally, iceiceice got the Supernova off, but it was in a really bad position.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is they had lockdown on the Lion this time. They actually had him under control, and I think the roll was used, but he's starting to get so scared and placing it so defensively. I know I'm harping on it a lot, and maybe it's unfair that we're talking.
It's gonna take VP like almost going like full moon. Just dive the fountain.
If they give this Aegis to Zeus, yeah, that's perfect. I really don't know what VG can
do this, and one exciting match to cast, but at the moment, it looks like VP just has to put VG in the ground and bury them properly. So they attack the bottom tower, they're looking for Megas, Silent instantly into the spin, and FY, he actually gets hexed up as well. That's God's going to work, but this Nova is in the middle of the team fight, but it's also in the middle of Virtus.pro. They get rid of it, the line is the sacrificial lamb here, but look at God, he just moves back, he continues to throw out the nukes, and it's an entire team wipe. VG Gaming are gone, you'll buy back on the PL, but that's only because you have no other choice. Super must try and fight, but God, he blinks away, he cancels the lands, so God will get to survive, and again, the impetus damage, FNG's actually out of mana. He's expended so many impetus this time around. You might have actually killed off the Juggernaut, but he buys back, but GG, well played. Virtus.pro. It feels like I can say this, even though VG Gaming had a nice grip on the start of this game. They hit their timings right, and it was a very convincing win at the end of the day.
That was probably VG's best team fight in the game, by the way, that one. If they take that without being like 25,000 behind or 20,000 behind, sure, the Supernova got destroyed, but look at what happens when he places it in the middle. He drew so much attention to himself. They had a Doom out. They got the jump in. Sure, you destroy that egg. It took them a really long time. The other heroes got to do what they needed to do, but they're fighting into Aegis. They're fighting into 20k lead and a cheese and just a lineup that's really good at fighting at this point.
Yeah.